In this video, we're going to cover how you can hang longer and more efficient when climbing. We are going to cover the most basic hanging variations, how you can progress from a passive to an active hang, how you can integrate them into your training sessions, and how you can build up to some more advanced one-arm hanging patterns. So if you are looking to build a stronger grip, improve your posture by decompressing the spine, increase shoulder stability, and develop more body awareness, then you came to the right place. We're going to give you all the tools you need to redevelop this inherent capacity, because as humans we are built to hang. Regardless of your current level, there will be something for you to take your hanging game to the next level. Our first two basic passive hang variations are a vertical and a horizontal hang. You can slowly build up the intensity of a vertical hang by changing your foot position. The most accessible hanging grip is an overgrip or a pronated grip. If you are new to hanging, recovering from an injury, or just warming up, you can start with a foot support with your pelvis away from the bar. Try to lower your head between your shoulders and use the thumbs if possible. Once you get comfortable, bring the pelvis underneath the attachment point. In all the variations, aim for a strain but not for pain. Dare to return to the previous variation if necessary. Reduce this foot support even further by extending the knees or by only supporting yourself with the dorsal side of the foot. From here, you can lift the feet to go to a full passive hang. Aim to keep your ribcage closed by slightly tensioning your abdominal muscles. Try to build up to 1 minute hang time for each variation before moving to a harder progression. This basic exercise is a perfect pattern to integrate in your climbing warm-up routine. If you want more warm-up exercises, you can go to the description down below and download my movement warm-up guide for climbing. Here we give you a free access to a 15 to 20 minute warm-up playlist. When hanging, we can use a wide variety of objects, like a bar, gymnastic rings, a tree, a rope, jugs in the climbing gym, or a simple wall. A wall gives us many opportunities for play and discovery and allows us to work on other exercises to further develop our climbing technique. To start horizontally hanging on a wall, you can change the intensity by playing with your foot position. Start far away from the wall and slowly step higher and higher on the wall. Move upwards until you get 2 feet on the wall. You can always regress the intensity if the exercise becomes too hard. If you are able to hang for 60 seconds with 2 feet on the wall, you can try to extend the knees. We can also use different hand and finger positions on the wall. We can support ourselves with the first row of phalanges, the second row, the third row, or develop a false grip on our wrist bones. Interesting for if you are working towards a wall muscle up, and it has a great transfer to mantling and climbing. Try to accumulate 30 seconds to 1 minute for each variation and work on the right intensity by using the appropriate foot positioning. In most hanging variations, we're looking at the hands and wrist as pressure points, but we can hang from many joints in the human body. You can switch up your regular hangs with elbow hangs, shoulder hangs, hip hangs, knee hangs, foot hangs, and even neck hangs. When hanging from a bar, our most favorable grip is an overgrip or a pronated grip. Think about looking at your watch or drinking from a glass. Add some more variation, you can try to move to a supinated grip. It's like creating a bowl of soup with your hands and throwing it into the air. You can start with a switch grip to get accustomed to the position, and from here move to a fully supinated grip. Again, try to work towards 1 minute on each variation. If we want to bring more variation to this pattern, we can try to overpronate our grip. This is called an eagle grip and is often used in gymnastics. This position has a good transfer to climbing for those funky shoulder moves and creates an even deeper stretch in the shoulder, wrist and elbow. These were all passive variations where we had the aim to relax into the motion. For the next variation, we will work from a passive to active position. Start with your passive hang variation and pull the shoulders downwards towards a depression. Hold this position for 3 seconds while keeping the ribcage closed. From here, lower yourself down in 3 seconds and hold the bottom position for 3 seconds again. Pull yourself back up in 1 second and repeat. Perform this exercise for 1 continual minute. If you want to integrate this into a workout, you can perform a superset with a handstand wall walk. Make sure your wrists are well warmed up and stand into a push-up position in front of the wall. Walk yourself backwards until you reach a point where you can hold a supported handstand for 5 seconds. Here, perform a shoulder elevation instead of the shoulder depression as in the active hang, and maintain a posterior pelvic tilt with tensed ab and butt muscles. Perform this exercise for 1 minute non-stop. This active hang is a great gateway to move towards a one-arm hang. Start from your passive hang again and perform an active hang on the side of your body by side crunching your abs. From here, return back to the passive hang position and repeat. You will feel that with every repetition, the non-active side is becoming lighter and lighter. Progress by slowly loosening the hand finger by finger and make sure you stay in the frontal plane and don't swing open. Hold the position for 3 to 5 seconds and switch to the other side. If you can perform this variation for 1 minute with control, you can lower your hand completely to your side. Hold it there again for 3 to 5 seconds and return back to the starting position. This one-arm active hang position is a perfect preparation to go into your one-arm passive hang. Run through the same sequence and lower yourself down into the passive one-arm hang. Hold the passive hang for 3 to 5 seconds and return back to the active hang. Make sure that you don't skip any steps and show control in all of the previous active hang variations before performing this one. For the final variation, you can try to add a 360-degree rotation in the shoulder. Perform the previous steps, but this time with the supinated position. Reverse the motion and come back in a slow and controlled fashion. Perform 3 to 5 repetitions for 3 to 5 sets with a controlled unraveling of the shoulder. So these were the steps to build up towards a proper one-arm hang. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more movement insights to improve your climbing abilities.